Alright, so I got some Call of Duty gameplay in the background, but as we go on, just keep in mind that I just did buy the game, so take it easy on me while you watch me just get completely slapped around. So yeah. Hey, how y'all doing? Right before we start, I just want to say thanks so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did making it, but without further ado, let's get right into it.
The end of the road, oh yeah, this is it. Yes, sir. Had to grow up, I can't be a kid. Had to show I'm not the one to diss.
Alright, so yeah, you read that title right. Nothing in this life will ever bring you true happiness that's going to come from anything external. Everything that's going to make you happy is going to come right from inside of you, and I'm going to explain why in a story form. So the biggest three things that all people think that's going to make them happy is sex, money, and whatever you're attracted to. Let's say women, men, whatever, just that. All right, so I've had a decent amount of the things I just listed. You know, I haven't had like an abundance, but I've had my fair share, and I'm gonna explain this as clearly as possible. Those things will never make you happy, trust me. Now you might be pretty confused about why having all of these things won't make you happy, because like everybody in the media explains to you that if you have all these things like possessions, sex, and money, you'll be the most happiest person ever. But after a while of having it, trust me, it's not going to be anything what you're going to think it is. Like if you win the lottery, I guarantee you in 5 years, either that money's going to be gone or that happiness that you first had from having all that money will be gone. It's not a long-term thing. It's more just a short-term solution for a long-term problem. And I can say the same thing about sex. Like if you have sex with 100 of your desired gender and you enjoy all of them, I'm sure that second 100 batch of people that you have is going to be as enjoyable as the first 100, and that third 100 people isn't going to be as enjoyable, and it's going to go on just like that. You'll never be satisfied. You'll always be craving more and more until you realize that it's not as good as you thought it was at one point. So you might be saying, then if all these things won't bring me happiness, then what can bring me happiness? And that's what I want to explain in this story I'm about to explain right now. All right, so this story is going to start off with me just getting out of a relationship, and at this point I'm looking for love, because that last relationship I was in was just full of lust and there wasn't really any real feelings in it. It was just fully physical, and that was it. So I actually found one, and she was perfect. She was exactly what I was looking for. The right height, every single physical feature I could have found, it was right in her. And we started talking for a little bit and everything was going good. So we go a few months of talking and into the summer, and I'm just head over heels for this girl. I'm like completely in love, but she doesn't feel the same way at all. And I just get completely denied, but I still keep trying. And in the long run, I thought that if I just kept on trying that she'd be interested, but nah, she just kept going on and not really leading me on, but she just kept me in the friend zone for like the whole time we were talking, and I never made any progress. So I'm continuously asking her out. Like 1 week I'll ask and then she'll say no. I wait 3 more weeks and then she says no again, and this goes on for a while. But eventually I find out that she's actually dating someone else. So I'm like, oh Lord. So I get super hurt, and then this starts a whole new chapter of my life. So after this, I was completely heartbroken. Like, I don't even know how to explain how heartbroken I was. I know I didn't really do a good job of explaining how much I was in love with this girl, but I mean, I was crazy in love with her. And then after I found out she was dating someone else, I got just torn up so badly. So I go through a whole phase of my life where I'm like, love doesn't exist. I don't care about anything. I'm just gonna only be motivated by 3 things: love, sex, and I'm pretty sure it was just possessions or just riches in general. So yeah, I mean, like, that's what I did. I went out there, I was gonna be a man whore. I was trying my best to come up on some money. I was getting a job. I was doing all these things, and at the end of the day, when I sat down, I realized like this is not making me happy whatsoever. So I was like, what is this feeling that I'm feeling that I can't get out of my brain? So as I go on, I keep just telling myself the only reason I'm not feeling great is because I'm not making enough money, or I'm not getting enough girls, or I'm not just performing the way I want to perform. So I keep just going down the rabbit hole of I need more, or I'm not going to feel good. So eventually I come around to find the actual reason for it. And I really wish I could say it was something like, oh, I found the miracle potion to life. But I mean, it was nothing extreme like that. It was just, I figured out that material possessions will not make anything substantial in your life come true. Like, you will not be happy just from being rich or just by having a lot of girls. It just won't do it for you. Hey, so I'm editing right now, and please do not laugh at what you just watched. It was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done, but like I said in the beginning, I am new, so yeah. And if you're enjoying the video in any way, shape, or form, I'd really appreciate a like, sub, or follow on Instagram at MiloManza. Alright, so anyway, back to the video, and as I was saying before, any sort of materialistic things, money, sex, just any sort of earthly desire that we might have, it's really nothing at all. As corny as this might sound, I genuinely think love is a lot more valuable, and this doesn't mean just love for a girl or anything. Like love for your parents, love for your family, just love in general. If you do anything for love, it'll be backed up by so much motivation, discipline, just in general. And ever since I've been in the whole mentality of I'm not doing this just for materialistic things, I've been so much more determined, focused, and just overall a lot better of a person. And I can genuinely say that it's really helped just by letting go of my desires for everything else. Alright, so this is getting a little bit long, but at the end of the day, I just want to say this whole story of why I decided to stop chasing materialistic things and just go after love and support for friends and family is just because the rabbit hole of everything is going to become better, but it actually doesn't. It's just kind of pointless, because you'll realize at the end of the day you can never have enough and you're just gonna keep chasing it. But love, you can be content with yourself, and that's why I stopped chasing it. And that's it for today. So if you enjoyed the video in any way, as I said before, you can follow me at MiloManza on Instagram. Like or subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. But anyway, thanks for watching and have a good day.
Turn into a big ball. Now she see me getting rich cause I'm about to take off. Yeah, my life is like a movie, this is only take one. Yeah, and I ain't got no time for no one with fake love. Where the love go? I don't know, but I need something that's for real. She just want designer red bottoms in the hills, California.